What up? You're watching another episode of Dallas Ebonics where we talk black. And so today we're going to talk about autism. Because I've had so many people come to me telling me that their kids have some level of autism, like to the point to where I'm starting to notice it. You feel me? Like, it's really odd, like how all of y'all kids all of a sudden have autism. I'm just not buying that. You feel me? So I want to talk about autism. And I see the same stuff on the media just like y'all see, bro. Like I watch black media just like everybody else. And I know people want me to, respond to certain things or to comment on certain things, but I just don't care about all that nonsense. I don't care about aimless entertainment. A lot of what I'm seeing from black media is just entertainment, bro. Like, I'm not really seeing us talk about nothing. Yeah, some of us, but those of us that have the biggest platforms and the most followers, but we not even really talking about nothing. We talking about beef. We talking about nonsense, bro. Like, I don't want to partake in none of that. You know what I'm saying? So my platform is more about educating and exposing the tricks of white supremacy. You feel me? Like, I prefer to do that than aimless entertainment. So if you're looking for some of that, then go find it somewhere else. You feel me? That's not what I do. So anyway, we talking about autism. So I did some research, right? I did some research and I found that in the 80s, in the 1980s, the autism rate was 4 in every 10,000. And in the 90s, it was 1 in every 2,500. By 2016, it was 1 in every 68. How do you explain that? How? How we go from 4 in every 10,000 in the 80s to 1 in 68? How? So something wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't adding up. And so the experts, they say that it's some kind of defective gene. But keep it 100, bro. There ain't been now defective gene ever. And all of a sudden, out the blue, this defective gene just multiplied autism like crazy. Keep it 100, bro. So they say it's some kind of defective gene, right? So I started thinking, how do you diagnose autism? And so I came across this I came across this article. And I took a screenshot and it says, and I'm going to put the links to everything in the description. So ain't going to be no confusion about where I got my information. Everything that you're looking for can be verified in the description. All right. It say, how do clinicians diagnose autism? There is no blood test, brain scan, or any other objective test that can diagnose autism. Although researchers are actively trying to develop such tests, clinicians rely on observations of a person's behavior to diagnose the condition. And that sounds real similar to something I've heard Dr. Umar Johnson say. I got the clip. Check out what he said right quick.
But here's the thing. Parents are uneducated. The one thing that your listeners got to know, especially the parents, is the labels that we apply are not scientifically validated when we give them out. In other words, if I evaluate your child, I give them an IQ test, right? Mm-hmm. I give them a bunch of achievement tests. I might give them some emotional measures. But when I say he has ADHD, the test did not give me that diagnosis. It is a professional opinion that I make based on my training, my expertise, my background. It can be wrong. Right. And when 97% of all school psychologists are something other than African American, the diagnosis is likely to be wrong.
So basically, y'all out here guessing. That was about ADHD. We talking about autism. So y'all just out here guessing on all these mental disorders. Y'all don't even have a test that really proves it. Y'all just guessing. All right. So I also want to know, what is the criteria for autism, right? And according to the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, or the DSM, One of the criteria is problems with social communication and interactions. That is extremely vague. I don't like people sometimes. I don't like being socially interactive. Like, that's real vague, for y'all to be using that as a foundation of autism in children. That's crazy. So I started doing more research about the treatments for autism. Because now y'all out here guessing the diagnosis. I just wanted to know, what is the treatment? And so on WebMD, I found an article written in 2020 that says, even if your child hasn't officially been diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder, they may still benefit from certain treatments. The Individuals with Disabilities Education Act makes those treatments possible for children under age 3 who may be at risk for developmental problems. And the treatment depends on your needs. They can include different kinds of therapies to improve speech and behavior, and sometimes medications to help manage any medical conditions related to autism. Wow, what a coincidence. Therapy and medicine. Didn't see that coming. You understand what I'm saying? So y'all guessing about the diagnosis, and then y'all offer the kids therapy and medicine. We all know the money is in the medicine, So now we talking about money. So let's get into that, right? Real quick, according to the National Institute of Child Health and Human Development, there is no medication that can cure autism. Damn, that's crazy. Y'all ain't never got no medication that can cure nothing. Just medicate people for life. That's always your solution. Just medicate for life. I bet y'all make a whole lot of money off of that. Yeah, so let's get into the money. So I was having a hard time finding information about special needs kids in Texas. So I went ahead and used California instead. But, the foundation of what I'm saying is the same. So according to ed.org, according to a 2019 estimate by the California Legislative Analyst Office, the average annual cost of educating a student with disabilities is about $27,000. And that's triple the cost to educate a student without disabilities, which is about $10,000. So that's amazing. Y'all put a label, a disability label, on a child, and the schools will make 3 times as much money as all the regular kids. Damn, that's a major hustle right there. You feel me? So I found a survey done in LA, right, that found that 5.2 out of every 10,000 births of white kids have autism and mental retardation. And I found that 6.3 per every 10,000 births for black kids had autism and mental retardation, right? 5.2 for every 10,000 for white kids, 6.3 for every 10,000 for black kids, right? And that don't sound like that much. But I seen that the black population in LA is 344,000, right? So that's, if we go 6.3 per every 10,000 black kids, and there's 344,000 black people in LA, that's 216 kids with autism or mental retardation. That is less than 1%, right? But then you look at the white population. There are 2.74 million white people in LA. That is 1,040 kids with autism or mental retardation. At 5.2 out of every 10,000 and 2.74 million white people, that is 1,040 kids with autism or mental retardation. That is less than 0.1%. So the black population has an autism rate of less than 0.1%, and the white population has an autism rate of less than 0.1%. How the hell do you explain that? Like, somebody holler at me, bro. How do you explain that the white population is 6 times as much as the black population, but yet the autism rates are the exact same? Explain that. Is that a coincidence? Like, is that a coincidence? Y'all have 6 times as many people, but yet the autism and mental retardation rates are the same. How is that even possible? You understand what I'm saying? If this is some kind of natural genetic defect or whatever bullshit y'all made up, how do you explain that? Come on now, bro. What is causing these mental disorders? Like, where is this stuff coming from? This stuff isn't just appearing out the blue. Where are these diseases or disorders coming from? And, you know, like most of y'all, you know what I'm saying, I had already heard about the whole vaccines, you know, creating autism. So I just entertained the theory and looked it up. I looked up whether or not vaccines are causing autism. And no joke, every single article I found said in the very first paragraph that they don't. That's a red flag by itself, bro. Y'all know, anytime you read an article, you got to read the whole damn article before you even get the answer that you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? Or they squeeze the answer in the middle of the article or something because they want you to read the article. But you look up information about vaccines and how they relate to autism, and in the very first paragraph, I'm talking about the first paragraph, and in some cases, the very first sentence, they're already, you know, trying to dispel the rumor. No, they don't cause autism. You know, despite popular belief, they don't cause autism. Like, couldn't wait to let the world know that vaccines don't cause autism. And I'm like, damn, like, I ain't even read the article yet. This article be long as fuck. Article be full of information. But the very first paragraph, y'all already saying no, bro, that don't never happen, bro. Just think about any other article you've ever read. When do they ever put the answer you looking for in the very first paragraph? That's a red flag, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Keep it 100, bro. Like, come on now. I might be reaching, but you know that's a red flag. You know what I'm saying? And so, I just couldn't understand, bro. Like, and I also was looking up, like, historical information, like, in Africa or something, and I can't find no record of autism anywhere. Like, even in the Bible or in any other books. I mean, there's leprosy in the Bible. There's blindness in the Bible. There's death in the Bible. You know, there's what's that shit called? When you demon possessed, they got all kind of stuff in the Bible, bro, about different diseases and conditions. I ain't never seen autism mentioned anywhere in any of the books. Any of them. I've never seen anybody talk about autism. You feel me? Or none of that. So, like, where's the record of autism? How we got a record of leprosy, of blindness? We got a record of demon possession. We got records of, you know, boils on people's skin and all these other different diseases. But we ain't got no record of autism anywhere before America. I can't find autism anywhere before America. Where is this stuff really coming from, bro? Like, for real. Where is autism really coming from? You know, and why are black kids, like, being infected in such high rates? Like, come on now. 0.1% in LA, that's not high. But when you got the white population at 0.1%, we should be, like, way below 0.1%. Way below that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not understanding. You feel me? Something ain't right. Something ain't right. I've never heard of any African with autism. Where is this autism stuff coming from, bro? The same place that every other uncurable disease randomly came from. The Europeans. Do not let these people get out here and medicate your children, bro. Even if the medication don't necessarily harm your kids, because I know plenty of people that was on Ritalin and all that stuff growing up, and they fine. You know, they're not, you know, maybe millionaires or nothing like that, but they're not crazy like they normal people. You feel me? Even if the medication don't necessarily destroy them, they just making money off of you, bro. And you're not going to get a cut of that. You know what I'm saying? Do not let these people drug up your kids. You know, do not let these people who are scared of black kids anyway, who don't really have black people's best interest at heart, don't let them medicate your children, and don't let them lie to you and say your kids have autism. That's a scapegoat to keep you from being a parent. Raise your kids, educate your kids, talk to your kids like they normal. You feel me? Raise your kids like they normal. Now, as far as the vaccines, I don't like vaccines. You feel me? And my daughter doesn't get a lot of them. You know what I mean? But you make your own decision. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, I haven't found no proof that vaccines cause autism. I haven't found no proof. Maybe some other scholars may have proof. I'm not a scholar. You know what I'm saying? So you do your research and you may find somebody that has found some proof about that. I can't find that. But what I have found is very suspicious. You know, y'all don't have no cure, but you got treatment for life. The black kids' autism and mental retardation rate in LA is way too high for me to not recognize that. You know what I'm saying? Compared to the other people in the state, you know. The fact that I can't find a history of autism anywhere, you know, those are red flags for me, bro. Like, it's so many people keep coming to me saying that their kids have autism. I mean, a lot, dog. Like, it's really starting like to catch my attention. Like, this doesn't make sense. When I was growing up, this many kids didn't have autism. Like, it wasn't normal like this. A lot of kids I'm seeing, a lot of parents are claiming that their kids have autism, and I'm just not buying it. I'm just not buying it. You know what I'm saying? So either the doctors are doing something with these babies when they in our stomachs, you know, they're doing something to create this, or they're just outright lying to us to stick the label on the kids to make money off of them. One of the two is true. You do your own research and get back at me and, you know, let's build on this. But something ain't right, bro. Something is going on and it ain't right. And ain't nobody talking about it. So I'm talking about it. You know what I'm saying? We got to do something about this. And the best solution I have for us, do not let them people medicate your children. And watch what them people put in you when you pregnant. You feel me? Just be careful, bro. It's a lot going on out here. So,